welcome back to another World of Series game. This one, as you've probably guessed, is World of Warplanes. Very recently opened up in open beta, and it's the sequel to World of Tanks, and most likely the prequel to World of Battleships. See along the bottom here I've got a number of planes. I've been playing this pretty much from the moment it came out in open beta, and there are people who've been playing this an awful lot longer than me and got better planes and yada yada and all that. 4 nations in the tech trees so far, so yeah, you can go up the German tech tree, fighters and heavy fighters. There are premium planes. As it's open beta, they're not taking money. You get tokens at the moment for winning fights, so yeah, you can go and purchase these for whatever. I don't really think I want to buy that, it looks a bit poo, but yeah, you can come in and go in with the tier 5 fighter. I must admit, I'm not an expert on planes. I'm not an expert on tanks, but I know more about tanks and planes. So yeah, we've got the Russian line, not really played much with that, American line, Japanese line, and what's missing for me is of course the British line. I was looking forward to being able to play a Spitfire and some of the classic British planes from the Battle of Britain, but I'm sure they'll be added before long. So yeah, planes have pilots. Pilots gain skills as you win battles with them, so that percentage will rise. You also have modules, so you can buy add-ons. That's not a good example because it hasn't got any. Let's see, here's so this particular one, nice big heavy German fighter, and we can go into modules there, and these are bits you can research with experience. What else is there in the hangar view? Obviously you can buy the planes, and there are achievements, pretty much the same as World of Tanks there. So I'm going to take this one out for starters. We'll go and have a little fight. Currently not a huge amount of maps available. It is in open beta, as I say, so 2 maybe 3 maps available total. But that will increase in much the same way that World of Tanks has, and they have now maybe a couple of dozen maps that you can play on, so this is going to increase. I was a little bit dubious how this was going to play out when I first got it. World of Tanks is very simple with the WASD controls, and how you would represent this in a 3D environment where you can obviously fly up and down as well as left to right and so on, and how it would work I wasn't sure about. It seems to work pretty well for a pretty standard shoot 'em style game. Few people have grumbled that it's not a true flight simulator, and I'd agree with them. It is not a flight simulator, it's a war game. So if you are looking for... Now why are they moving and I'm not? Oh, it's just taking a while to load there for me. So there we go. Anyway, so yeah, so this is I think let's go find some planes to shoot. Like that one.
Target hit.
And yep, this particular plane has got ramjets, little ramjet boosters. So whoa, go away. Let's try and... Oh, this one doesn't have flaps, so I can't use any crafty flap manoeuvres. Right, I need to find a plane to shoot, and he's over there somewhere. The red arrow on your hood is obviously pointing to targets. Oh, come on. Oh, there's one over there. Needless to say, the last thing you don't want to fly in a straight line too much. No.
A wing is damaged. Maneuverability reduced.
Yeah, I'm getting shot up pretty badly here. I assume by him. Oh God, I hate it when they do that. I've been kamikazed, so there you go. Anyway, Funnily enough, the first time I tried to record this and I got the sound levels completely wrong. That was exactly the same thing that happened to me on the previous battle. So yeah, let's go back and fly another plane out, see what we got. We'll go with the heavy German fighter. This has got a tail gunner. As you can see underneath, it's also got bombs. So let's take this out and blow some stuff up, hopefully this time, rather than get kamikazed on the first pardon me, pass. You can compare your plane to all the others, so you can see these top tier planes. I've just got a far higher than me, whereas other planes are pretty much on a par in certain areas, not in others. And once we get this guy on the road, we'll show you the bombing reticle, which you'd only get when you equip with bombs, obviously, and with the higher tier planes you do also get missiles. Now if you look on the map, in the mini-map in the bottom corner, you'll see some red dots, and those are the enemy ground targets. So unlike World of Tanks, where you would take on and capture the single base, with this you have multiple targets, multiple ground targets to take on. You can see just at the bottom of the screen there I've got like a little bombing reticle, and once that's over the target, now we can release the bombs and then just boost out of there.
Ground target destroyed. Target hit.
I can't believe that. What a noob. And that's the game over again. This is not selling it really well, because obviously at the moment I'm just getting kamikazed every game, which does happen, but it's not every game. Okay, let's see if we can't get a good game now. We'll take out the really big bomber then and see what we can do with this. In general, you can get good games. I do think there's an awful lot of immature, newbie players who, like, now this is a different map, I don't recall seeing this one before, so it might be a newish one. But yeah, it's a newbie move to kamikaze people, and in my opinion it's actually a particularly unfair and unsportsmanlike move. But again, I'm totally outclassed by the high tier ones here. What this poor sod's doing in the game, I really don't know. Tier 1. But yeah, so we'll see what we can manage this time round in the national park. And my mission, apparently, according to the screen there, is to intercept enemy aircraft and destroy ground targets. I kind of figured that one out. Okay, let's kind of head off that way and gain some altitude. So, in a lot of ways, yeah, some of the features of it are very realistic, in that they, you know, as you're gaining altitude, your airspeed slows down. If you get too slow, you will stall and start to crash. And there's some enemy planes already on my scope, so let's go for him. Technically he's actually out of range, so it is kind of pointless shooting at him, but once that red reticle comes in, that's where I should be. Oh, got him a bit there. Now this is a lot more sluggish, this plane, because it's obviously... Let's boost a bit and... use my flaps to get a nice turn. I'm not sure that was an enemy one. I'm not sure. There's... I seem to have lost all sense of direction this map, so... Right, I'm going the wrong way. So I need to come round. There's a ground target. Let's have that then. So this again, I'm equipped with bombs.
Our headquarters is destroyed. Friendly anti-aircraft fire has lost accuracy. Ground target destroyed.
Oh, what's that? Oh, that was
Ground
anti-aircraft.
targets destroyed.
So we can come in for this one. Oh, no, not lined up well on that at all. I think I may have missed that completely.
Ground targets destroyed.
Oh no. Okay, got more ground targets. Let's go for those while we can, and got bombs. How
Last
many
enemy
got?
aircraft. Ground target destroyed.
And I've got one bomb left for this guy over here.
You've hit the target.
Right, I don't know where the enemy aircraft is. There's one left, and it's a Tier 4.
Ground target destroyed.
Let's see if we can't go find the enemy. See, I'm completely out of bombs now. I mean, I could come around and try strafing runs. Oh,
Excessive dive angle.
oh, we've won that match. And I didn't get kamikaze for once. Yay.
We've won.
Yeah. So, yeah. Results there. I've taken out 4 enemy targets, 3 anti-aircraft guns. I damaged that aircraft, and I've damaged a couple of anti-aircraft guns. Got my experience. Shots fired. Hits received. Usual stats you would expect on a game of this nature. Okay, we're going to have one last battle. We're going to take out the carrier base fighter, and then we'll probably... We've got a slightly different map again, so yeah, this... No, it's not. We've been on this one before. Ignore me. So yeah, and it says carrier base fighters is all gone. Too late. But it's take out soft ground targets. I've got a couple of bombs on this particular plane, so we've not got a huge amount of ordnance for taking out the ground targets, but we can at least take out a couple, and then hopefully stay alive long enough to see a victory. But if we don't, it's no loss. The one thing this does bring home is you would really not have wanted to be a pilot in the war. It must have been terrifying. So we're going to head off this way. There's a couple of ground targets down over, 3 easy ground targets down there.
Good hunting.
So let's get in there and blow up some targets. Unless somebody else does first, of course. Now you have got the boost. When you have the boosting, you can see we speed up, and that's a useful feature. But you'll notice the little engine icon at the bottom of the screen gets goes red, and there's a little, I don't know, bar scrolls up on it. So let's go in and see if we can't get this before anybody shoots me. And then you have to let the thing cool down. Right. Oh, God. Stop blowing things up before I get to them, you sods. Okay, let's take this one out. No one's going for that, so bang.
Enemy headquarters destroyed. Enemy anti-aircraft fire lost accuracy.
Oh, good. That's also we liked in here, but enemy anti-aircraft has lost accuracy. Let's see if we can shoot some planes down a bit. After all, we are fighters. Use my boost a bit to get into the fight.
Target hit.
At least I hit him. The guns, if you just sit there and use them continually, the guns will overheat. So it's, oh, and this plane hasn't got flaps. Oh, God. Hold still. God damn it. Oh!
Friendly aircraft destroyed.
Oh well, that was one of my own team. That was good. Anyway, we're losing that. Looking at that, there's 3 to about 8. So that's a game over there. Yeah, so this is World Warplanes. It's a good giggle. You can play just for the hell of it, really. The objective here is obviously to get experience on these guys. And once you have the experience within the tech trees, you can then go and upgrade your plane. So I've got 509 experience available. So for example, I could upgrade my guns for 110 engine, go to the next, another type of plane there, type 91, whatever that is, and so on and so forth. And you know, as you move up the tech tree, the upgrades get more expensive and more expensive, and obviously the damage quotient, the damage capability of the guns is higher, until you're getting up to the seriously high level ones. I mean, good God, what on earth is that? That looks bizarre. Until you get to jets. So we're starting to get jet propulsion, and then you get the tier 10. So these are the top ones. There's very little they have to carry. They just have weapons, and just have these base modules, so you can't expand them any further after that point. Anyway, this is World of Warplanes. It's fun. It's free. And if you just want something to just, you know, pass the time for 15-20 minutes, half an hour, then yeah, this is pretty good. Now, what do we get there? We got 21 experience. Oh, I've got fined for damaging the Allies. I hope they got fined as well, because they flew into me as much as I flew into them. Anyway, World of Warplanes. Yeah, give it a try. It's fun, and that's it from me. Bye.